This is an indoor rowing machine, also known as an erg. This particular model is made by Concept 2, one of the most popular indoor rowing machine manufacturers in North America. It easily splits apart into two pieces for easy transport and can be reattached in seconds. The seat moves along the rail or slide of the machine, and the monitor tells you information about your workout. Before starting to row, it is important to make sure you are set up correctly. To adjust your foot placement, pull the foot plate out and slide it up or down depending on your shoe size. You want the strap to be at the ball of your foot or where your shoelaces begin. A good way to check your feet position is to bring your shins perpendicular to the ground. And if your knees are higher than your armpits, then you will need to move the foot plate down more. Next, set the monitor up so that it is approximately level with your face. This will help you keep good posture. Press any button on a Concept 2 erg to turn it on. Press Just Row and, using the buttons at the bottom, adjust it so your screen looks like this. The number in the middle indicates how long it would take you to row 500 meters. We call this your split. The number on the bottom is your stroke rate, which is how many strokes you would be taking in a minute. Before we get started, we need to move the gauge on the wheel at the front of the erg. This is called the damper. A good place to start is between 3 and 5. There are two main parts to erging, the drive phase and the recovery phase. The drive phase is the power or work part of the stroke. The recovery phase is where you prepare your body for the next drive phase. Now we will look at the drive and recovery phases in more detail and go through each movement. Once you have a feel for each movement, the goal is to be able to combine the movements into one fluid motion. Start by grabbing the handle from the cage. You should have a loose grip and your thumb should be wrapped underneath the handle. Your feet should be flat against the footplate and you should have a neutral spine and relaxed shoulders. The first movement of the drive is engaging the legs. To begin, press your feet against the footplate and squeeze yourself back on the slide, making sure the handle and the seat are both moving at the same time. You want to feel a squeeze through your glutes and a tight core. Do not push your legs down quickly without the handle moving. You need to ensure you have connection between the handle and the seat, making sure that they move together. If you push just your legs, the seat will shoot out behind you. Right now, your trunk should still be rocked forward. Do not initiate the movement by opening your trunk up. Your legs are the strongest body part and should be utilized before using small muscles in the trunk and arms. Do not bend your arms at the elbows to help take the stroke. Keep your shoulders down and leave your arms long and straight while engaging the legs throughout the first half of the drive. Now continue the leg drive by pressing against the footplate and moving the seat and the handle at the same time. Just before your legs are fully straight, start to swing your body open. This is largely a hip-driven movement, which opens the space between your legs and body quickly to keep the speed created from your leg drive going. You want to think about keeping your core engaged and back strong. Do not make this two completely different movements. Try and blend them together so the body starts the swing before the legs are completely extended. Lastly, just before the body is fully open, accelerate your hands into your chest, around your third rib. Once the handle is here, you are at the finished position. You should have a neutral spine, shoulders down, legs flat, trunk just past 90 degrees, and forearms parallel to the floor. Your hands should be far enough apart on the handle that they are on either side of your body when sitting at the finish. Having your hands too close together on the handle will not allow you to bring the handle all the way into the body. Your elbows and wrists should form a straight line, and your forearms should be parallel to the floor. Bending your wrists does not allow for a strong finish position. Your feet should be flat against the foot plates. Your weight should be even on the seat. Keep your trunk leaned back just past 90 degrees while keeping your spine neutral and your core engaged. It should feel like you are separating your ribs away from your hips. Be sure to engage your core to support your back. You do not want curving or slumping of the back and shoulders. The first part of the recovery is moving your arms away from your body. Your body and legs will stay in the same position. Keep the arms level so that the chain does not wobble up and down. Next, pivot your trunk forward. Once the arms have moved away from the body, rock forward from the hips so that the handle is past your knees. Keep your back neutral and your ribs separated away from your hips. Only rock over as far as is comfortable. The pivot movement should be coming from the hips so that the back remains strong and the core engaged. Do not bend from the lower back. After your arms and trunk have moved, you will bend your knees and allow the seat to come towards your feet. The seat should never come underneath your shoulders. Once the handle reaches the machine, you are at full reach. Your height and flexibility will determine how close you can get the handle to the machine. Do not lunge your shoulders or handle closer to the machine in hopes of getting more length. The rowing stroke is characterized by good posture throughout the stroke cycle. Sit with your lower back strong, your spine at a neutral bend, and your shoulders and back relaxed. Keep the weight equal on your seat, maintain a light grip of the handle, and begin to move through the recovery phase. Arms, then body, then legs, followed by the drive phase. Legs, then body, then arms. Slowly overlapping the motion slightly to make the movements more fluid and natural. To increase your rate or speed of rowing, the stroke stays the same while your movements quicken. We hope this video is a good starting point for you to feel comfortable on the rowing machine. You can always refer back to this video to help improve small parts of your technique. We hope you have fun taking strokes.